Hi guys, how are you? Wow, we got everybody all over already from here. Texas and the UK. Look at you guys. Hi. So, first I just want to say you'll have to excuse my voice. I've been in bed all day. I cannot kick this tiredness, and I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold. So, I just want to say excuse my sniffling. I'm going to try to control it. But this should be good. So I was laying around and I'm like, you know what? I didn't get to do a broadcast on Friday. I was really bummed about it. So why not do a social media business training today? Because, you know, I just don't have anything else to do today but train everybody. But I love getting on here with you guys. So I'm going to, let me pull up my notes because it's a lot of information. And I want to make sure I stay on track because you guys know that I kind of get off track a little bit. So let me pull up my notes so that I can stay on point for you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So just so you know, these are always available for playback through the Periscope app. And if not, I'm going to attempt to download this to my phone once it's over and upload it to YouTube because I know that it's a lot of information that you're going to want to pass along as well. So I'm going to try to make it work. Okay, so basics real quick. I'm pretty sure that the chat room is already filled up because we're hitting about 400 people in here right now at the same time. So if you want to invite people to watch it, do you see where all the little hearts are coming out of? Click there, click share, or you could swipe it to the side and then click share as well. Yes, the replay is available for 24 hours on the app. So here we go. Now, also, other thing real quick, you guys, is the hearts. If you're not familiar with it, the hearts basically are it's your way of showing love. The more hearts, the better, obviously. And I hope you're ready. Get ready to write down a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go through really quickly. I'm not going to answer any questions while I'm going through the material because it's a lot and I want to try to condense it down as much as possible because it's Sunday and I know that this is family day and all of that stuff too. So I'm going to dive right into it, and then at the end, if I feel like we haven't been on here too long, then maybe I'll do some questions. Okay, so I'm trying to get my app to download on my iPad. I guess I should have gotten that ready. So I'll just use my other phone right now till that's downloading. All right, so really quickly, let's jump into this and we'll get it started. So first thing on the agenda, do's and don'ts. Now, what I'm seeing a lot on my posts as well as other presenters' posts, and it's very common, and I understand that not a lot of people know that this is wrong, but do not comment on another presenter's or a distributor, whatever company you're in and you call your reps. Do not comment on somebody else's sales post, lifestyle post, anything like that, and say, can I use your picture? Can I borrow this? Don't do that, guys. It's bad business etiquette, especially if it's mine. If you see it up, know that you have my approval to use it. You do not have to ask me. Please do not comment on my posts or other people's posts. Can I borrow that picture? Can I use this idea? Is it okay if I share that? If you see it and it's out on social media, it is fair game. And if you don't want your stuff to be shared or other presenters to use it, then you do not post it on social media, okay? So let's cut the comments. It's a waste of time. It buries all of our customers' comments. It just looks very tactless. So let's cut that out real quick, okay? Oh, here we go. It's opened up on my iPad. The other thing is, you would think that this would be common knowledge, but it's not. Do not post your link on another distributor, presenter, whatever you're calling the people in your company on their posts. It is rude, tactless, you look like a shark, you look very unprofessional, Do not do that. And I don't know why I just assumed that this was common knowledge, but apparently it's not. So let's stop doing that, especially on corporates posts. Actually, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. You guys know I always forget to do that. Okay, especially on corporates posts. Oh my goodness. First of all, one, you're breaking your presenter's agreement if you're in with Unique. And I'm sure you're breaking your agreement if you're with another company as well. Okay, when I was in the social media panel training and I was there with Brian Tanner, you know what he said? We delete them and then you're nabbed by compliance. Don't do it. It looks really, really badly. You're going to upset the person that you're commenting on. That person that you think that you're going to get the sale from is not going to go to you because you look like a sales shark. You look like a sleazy car salesman. And we don't want to do that, okay? So let's not do that. There is 7 billion people in this world. There are plenty of customers for everybody. And if you're just looking to get a sale, your business isn't going to go anywhere anyways. So let's just stop doing that, okay? Next thing. This is my favorite. I get this all the time. Do not comment negative comments about the products, your issues you're having with certain products on somebody else's post that's trying to sell and make a business for themselves. Why would you do that? You're ruining that person's business. Just because you're having an issue with a product or you have a strong opinion, I'll keep it nice, doesn't mean that you have to go and ruin it for another person within your company. So what you should do with your opinion, take it, wrap it up really nicely, and send it off to support. That's where all of your opinions and complaints need to go to. I'm not the support center. The other ones are not support centers. We can't help you. I can't help you if your BB cream didn't last for the full 6 months you were told it was supposed to last for. Or if you're in, it works and your wrap didn't work. We're not support. We're not the reason why those products aren't working or why it didn't work for you. And 99.9% of the time, it's user error. So wrap your opinions and your suggestions and your negativeness in a nice little package with a bow on it and send it to support through your back office or through the email address at support@uniqueproducts.com if you're with Unique, okay? Got to get that out there. I thought that was common knowledge too, but apparently it's not. So what's going to happen if you do it on my post? You guys know I am white or black. There's no gray area. I delete and I block. That's it, okay? Here's another one. And I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and say that you don't know. Now, I know that there are some of you that think that you're sneaky, but, I've been around the block for a little while in this world. Do not put up a sales post, okay? And when I say a sales post, a picture or anything that has your link in it. And then you tag other presenters in that post, especially the ones that have large followings. Myself, Amber Voigt, Sherry Brown, Cindy Brancato, you name them. Don't tag us in your post so that your sales post shows up on our Facebook feeds so that you can get more exposure thinking you're going to get more clients by doing that. Not really sure who taught you guys how to do that, but again, you're being spammy. You're not sneaky. Your post will get deleted. I will remove my tag off of there, and I will block you, okay? Let's not do that. I'm not really sure where some of this is coming from, and don't get me wrong, some of you that are doing it, you really just don't know. So like I said, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but there's some of you out there, I'm on to you, you're not sneaky, so stop doing that, okay? Low quality images. Now this isn't just for Unique. If you are with a company, you are a high-end company. You are a brand. You are supposed to put out some nice pictures, especially my Unique girls. We are a high-end makeup company. You need to represent it that way, which means if you see a picture that's gradient or it's just not looking like it's fresh off the press, don't use that. One, your audience can't see the quality of the products or the picture, so they're not going to get the true feel and look of it. And it makes the brand and the quality of the products look really a lot lower than what they should be. Use high quality products. Pictures, okay? I don't know why we're using like all of these where like the pictures don't fit on Instagram and half the pictures cut off. it looks a mess. Represent yourself and this company to the highest standards that it needs to be, okay? Let's see. Okay, keep your page positive. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ready? There's no excuse. You have to look at your social media sites as your actual business, your brick and mortar. Think of it as your normal 9 to 5. If you had to go in and clock into your 9 to 5, your boss, and you're negative all the time, your boss is going to pull you aside, probably give you a warning, and send you back out, right? And you keep doing it, guess what? You're probably going to get fired because nobody likes negative Nancy around. Everybody likes positive Patty. Let's just be honest, okay? So no negative Nancys. Think of your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Periscope, your Pinterest, whatever social media platforms you're using. That is your place of business. And I'm not really sure why people aren't connecting that with work. It's your business. This is my office. Periscope right now is my office. It's my place of business. I've invited everybody into my place of business, and I'm going to hold myself up to a certain standard, and you should be doing the same. So you have to make that click in your head and start thinking, it's not, social media isn't just a fun place to just start posting, videos of people fighting and about my baby daddy and, what a horrible day you had. Your whole entire audience, your network, your potential customers, your potential recruits, they see that. Nobody wants to be around that. I don't want to hear how you had the worst day of your life. Take it. You know what I do? The little messaging feature on Facebook, when I have a bad day and I can't vent to one of my best friends, either text message or over the phone, I type out whatever I have to say and I send it to myself via Messenger. And I've got it out of my system and I bless it and I release it. We have to keep your social media sites positive, uplifting, law of attraction. And if you're constantly posting negative things and things that people aren't going to want to respond to you about, guess what? You're hindering your own business, okay? The other thing is interact with your friends and your followers. If you're somebody who, and I don't know really what to call it, maybe mean girl syndrome is a good answer for it, and you see things that your peers are posting, especially like promotions and milestones in their business, or even people that aren't working with you, but your friends and your family, your audience, and you just refuse to hit that like button or you refuse to comment on it, I'm not really sure why you're trying to run your business on social media. You liking that post or you commenting on that post, it's not going to hinder your business anymore. It's not going to make your check any smaller because you're, congratulating that person or interacting with people. You have to interact with people. They need to know that you're interested in what they're posting, even if it's about, their favorite, they just bought a pair of shoes and they want to tell everybody about it. Oh my gosh, those are cute. Where did you get them from? Or, oh, I'm so glad you got those shoes. Something, anything, okay? Don't be the one that just doesn't communicate with people. What this is going to do is this is going to get people talking. You're going to help them build their algorithm. They're going to want to comment on your things because you're constantly commenting and liking on them and supporting them. That quote that always goes around that says, oh gosh, how does it go? Something about like, pay attention to those who don't clap for you. Same thing, you guys, okay? If somebody isn't congratulating you on your milestones, and come on, you guys know. Don't be that person. Don't be that mean girl. It's not a good look, okay? Empowering women, empower others, and that's just what we need to do, okay? Be creative. Be creative. Stop copying and pasting word for word what everybody else is putting. It's redundant. It's plain Jane. It looks unoriginal. It makes you look lazy. Stop doing that. You have to come up with your own content. It's perfectly okay to take the basis of some of the comments and or the content and put your own spin on it. But you guys have to stop copying and pasting everything word for word. Same emojis, the same picture. Stop doing that. People know if you wrote it and people know if you didn't, because if you have this eloquently written status and then the next one, your spelling and your grammar is all off and, you're using slang, they're going to know that you didn't post that, okay? You don't want to come off as robotic. Be you. Be authentic, okay? People join people, not businesses. I'm going to say that again. People join people, not businesses. And when I say that, I mean, you see all of these girls out there, recruiting left and right, okay? And I get this question a lot, Brittany, how do you recruit so many people? And I always say, I'm just myself. I put myself out on video, and I am just myself. And people are either drawn to me or they're not, and that's okay. And some of the girls that I even talk to, and they're on the fence, and I always tell them, make sure that you connect with your sponsor. Make sure you connect with who you're trying to sign up with, because that's the person that's going to be your support system. So people aren't joining Unique because of the company. They're joining Unique because for whatever reason, they felt connected with you, and that you can provide the stability and the training and the support that they need to make their business successful, okay? People join people, not businesses. It doesn't matter what business I'm in. I'm going to get people to join me because I put myself out there and I attract what I want back, okay? Building, so that's that. Ready? Here's one other thing. Switch up your content, okay? And when I say that, I mean, don't be like so scheduled. And I know it's really hard for those A-type personalities that it's like everything it's schedule. The morning I'm going to post this every morning, the afternoon I'm going to post this type of post, and at night this. Don't do that. You don't want to be so robotic and scheduled, and people, it's annoying. Sorry, it is. And it comes off scripted, and you don't want to do that. Again, you want to be yourself. You want people to love you. And people are going to purchase from you. People are going to join you. So don't be so scheduled with every morning I got to put up this type of post and every afternoon this. Okay? So let's not do that. Switch up your content. If you feel like posting a quote all day long with 3-hour increments in between, do it. It's your place of business, okay? So don't be so scheduled. Just be you, okay? Now let's talk about building your algorithm. Now this is a hot topic, okay? So what does it mean to build an algorithm? Facebook determines how many of your audience gets to see your posts. If you have a low algorithm, okay, let's say you have like 2,000 friends on Facebook and you're only getting like 5-10 likes on your post, you have a really, really low algorithm. If you go to my Facebook page and you see my posts, I have 100, couple hundred, some of them I have like thousands of likes on them. It's just based on how well I worked and maneuvered my algorithm for the day. So how do you build your algorithm? Because what your algorithm is what allows your audience to see your postings. Now, we obviously want as many of our audience to see our postings as possible because the more exposure, the better, right? Okay, so what do? This is just a trick that I have used. Look into funny quotes, look into motivating quotes, look into good recipes, look into life hacks, okay? I always post those a few hours prior to me posting a sales, a lifestyle, or a recruiting post. And the reason I do that is because that quote, that recipe, that life hack, that music video, whatever it is that people are going to want to comment, like, see, share on, it's building my algorithm. The more people that like it, the more people that comment on it, definitely the more people that share it, the higher your algorithm grows. Then in a few hours, let's say I want to sell some mascara. So I'll put up a picture of, my one eye done and my one eye not, right? I post that a couple hours later. What I've done is because of that quote that I posted that I had 800 likes on and 30 shares on, it's boosted my algorithm so that when I post my sales post of the mascara, more of my audience now is going to see my mascara post, okay? This is a trick to get your sales, lifestyle, and recruiting posts seen for more of your audience, okay? So do something trendy, maybe a hairstyle, nails, something that people are just going to want to eat up, whether they're in the business or not. The more shares you get, the higher your algorithm is, the more comments, the more likes, all of that stuff. But here's the key. Everything that you're posting needs to be set to the privacy setting of public. And why that is because anybody that likes, anybody that comments, or anybody that shares it is going to get more exposure. So for example, I post something, Sally comments on it, right? Now on her news feed, it's going to say Sally commented on Brittany Kaplan's post, and it's now going to show my post on her news feed that she commented on it. So now not only is my algorithm being built on my page, but now all of her audience gets to see my post because she commented and liked it. Then let's say Mary comments on it because she's seen it on Sally's page. Guess what? Now it's going on Mary's, and now Mary's audience gets to see it. And it's just the domino effect. It just trickles down, okay? But if your privacy setting is not set to public, you're missing out on a whole audience exposure that you would have never had access to. So you have to have your privacy settings set to public in order for this to work. Again, be creative. Think of something, sit and brainstorm. At night is my best thinking time. When I'm in the shower, it's my best thinking time. I sit and I brainstorm like all of these crazy ideas. What type of pictures can I use? What type of videos can I make? All of this stuff. You have to become creative with some of these things. I am coming across so many awesome videos that are so creative. I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? You have to be creative. You have to keep your audience entertained. They want to be entertained. They don't want to see the same thing over and over and over again. So, what type of content gets your algorithm higher quicker? Videos. Videos have the highest likes, shares, and comments because it's more interactive. You're touching a lot of senses. You're touching sight. You're touching emotion. You're touching their hearing. You're touching all of that, okay? Videos get shared more than anything else. Okay? The more shares, the higher your algorithm. So the whole goal is to get people to interact on it. Now, how do you keep the interaction going? You have to interact with people on your post. If somebody comments on it, even if you're like, oh, I love that idea, comment back, tag them, thanks. Whatever you have to do, but keep that conversation flowing because guess what? Every time you comment on your own post, it says, Brittany Kaplan commented on her post, and then it pops it up again, and it keeps that algorithm going so that more and more people can see it. The second highest valued content is pictures. So first is videos, then it's pictures. Same thing. People commenting on it, you comment back. Keep the conversation flowing. Don't just put something up and then just disappear because you're ruining the chances of increasing your algorithm for when you're ready to put up your next post. And then lastly, text content. So just when you're writing it out, that gets the least amount of exposure and people interacting on it. I suggest using emojis. It's eye-catching. People are just going to scroll right past it. So use emojis in there. If you don't have the emoji app downloaded, download it. It's free. It doesn't hurt, okay? Sprinkle some emojis around. It can only better your business, okay? Now, branding. Let's go into branding. Branding is something that a lot of people, for some reason, just don't think that you get it, okay? And I'm going to give you a prime example. Think of the Kardashians, okay? What's the first thing that you guys think of when you think of the Kardashians? Or Kim Kardashian, for example, okay? She's famous for being famous. That's what people say all the time. Guess what? That woman is a branding expert. She has clothing line. She has TV shows galore. She has perfumes. She has makeup training classes. She's got that other TV show, you name it, that woman has it, okay? But when you think of all of those things, you just think of her. Kim Kardashian is her own brand. All of her other business ventures just are tied into her. But because she has created herself as her own brand, whatever that woman touches or shouts out or creates is immediately golden. So what you have to do is create your brand. You have to brand yourself. You have to build that credibility with your audience. You have to build that credibility even with yourself. So how do you do that? Be original. Be original. What is it that separates you from all the other people in your business? What is it? When I know that when people think of me, you know what they think of? Unicorns, and they don't even know why they think of unicorns. They think of the lash dolls. They think of my social media training call that I did like a year and maybe a half ago. Those are things that people think about when they think of me. And you know, they go, Brittany, you're a branding genius. And you know what? I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just being myself. And it wasn't until I really sat down and thought and said, wow, I'm really creating a brand for myself. You have to create an experience. So think of Disney. When you go to Disney, and if you've never been to Disney, I'll break it down for you. The moment that you walk in, it is such an amazing experience. You walk in and you feel like a kid again. It's the aura that you feel. You're excited. There's music. There's smells. There's Mickey Mouse everywhere. There's kids laughing. There's balloons. All shapes of Mickey Mouse, right? It's an overall experience. You have to create an overall experience for your audience. Selling yourself. Remember, people join people. They don't join businesses. So what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you love? What are things that you can incorporate? When people think of you, they can go, oh, I thought about you when I seen this. I have tons of people that send me unicorn pictures or they post them on my Facebook wall and they don't even know why. They don't know what the meaning of a unicorn is to me. They just associate unicorns with me. They associate the lash dolls with me, okay? That's an experience that I've created and nobody's even realized it. So what is it that you embody, okay? My Makeup Praise Slay the Day broadcasts. I have more people now come to me about that than anything else that I've ever done. It's part of the experience. It's part of the branding. So what are some steps that you can do for that? Don't copy others. Don't copy others. Be unapologetically yourself. Okay? You have to stand out from everybody else. And the only way to do that is to be you. There's nobody out there that is exactly like you. Work with it. Use it. You're you for a reason. The other thing is for your social media sites. You need to come up with one name. One name, one unified name for your business accounts, okay? If you have Unique by Sally as your Instagram and Lovely Lashes Mommy as your Twitter name and Get Big Lashes for Me as your Facebook name, what kind of brand are you creating? People are so confused. They're going to find you on Facebook and then they're going to find you at Instagram, and they're going to think you're somebody completely different. You need a unified name. Example, and I use this on my social media panel training and convention. Think of Unique. All of Unique social media sites, so their platforms, has their name in it. Or even think of Target. Target's Instagram is Target. Target's Twitter is Target. Target's email, Target at whatever, okay? You have to create one unified name for all of your social media sites. You are a business. Don't have multiple names. Don't confuse your customers. When you hand them your business card and it's like Instagram and it has a name, Periscope, different name, Twitter, different name, they're going to be like, what? This girl is a hot mess. Which one do I use? No, you want to be known as whatever name for your business across the board for social media sites, okay? Stop doing all that stuff. You can change your names on your social media sites. So if you're one of those ones that have different names, you need to really sit down, meditate on it, find what you feel works right for you, and change it. Get it together. Get your email address, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, your whatever, okay? Whatever sites you're using, get it all unified. Create your brand one step at a time. The other thing that you need to think of is everything that you're posting, pictures, verbiage, videos, verbiage that comes out of your mouth, when you're out in public and you're at trainings, you are a walking, talking business, okay? Everything that you say, everything that you do, everything that you put out there on social media site comes back and reflects you and your business. You and your business are one and the same. There's not two different things. You are your business. So if you are not proud of the content that you're putting out there or the things that you're saying or whatever, that's your business. You have to start looking at yourself as a business. We're not checking into a 9 to 5 and then, you can act a little crazy and it fall back on your company that you're working for. Now it's going to fall back on you. So my rule of thumb is, and this is just me, and I understand not everybody's religious, but if God wouldn't be happy and proud of the content that I'm putting out there, it does not go out. If your mom would not be proud or your children come across things that you're putting out there or you're saying, you don't put it out there. Again, social media is your place of business. You are the CEO, you are the janitor, you are the cheerleading squad, you are the office manager, you are the check-in, check-out, you are all of it. You embody your entire business. We are a one-stop shop. Remember that. So you have to be careful about the content that you're putting out there, because whatever you put out, you're branding yourself, you're attaching that to you, and you don't want anything to hinder your business. So remember, you are your business. Okay? Excuse me. So sorry, you guys. The other thing is, all the way down to the color schemes. So I always suggest, once you've established your business, okay, and you know when you're established in your business, look into connecting with a branding specialist. And I don't mean go and hire a company and pay tens of thousands of dollars to help you brand, because I'll be honest, you can do 90% of the footwork on your own for a fraction of the cost. But once you're established in your business, if you have a team that's over 100, I suggest getting a team logo made. Establish that. You are a brand. You are a leader. You have a reputable amount of girls underneath you. Get a logo made for your team. Get a logo made for your business, okay? Once you are established. If you need somebody to make a logo at a good cost, look up Tara Mark. She does all of my logos for me. I mean, hello. I'm branding myself right now, and, people know when they see this is my team name. Get yourself established, okay? Don't try to make your own. Her name is Tara Mark, okay? Yep, right there. She's quick, she's fair priced, she's awesome. It's who I use. You don't have to use her. You can use somebody else. I'm telling you right now, if somebody is going to charge you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a logo when you're just starting out, please run the other way. You do not need to do that to yourself. I understand everybody's just starting. You don't want to come out of pocket a lot for your business, but you do need to start branding yourself. So, team logo, personal business logo. You need this. It's part of branding, okay? Now, let me make sure, because I know branding's huge. Again, color schemes. If it doesn't match, like the flyer that I sent out for this Periscope, it's colors that I would use for my business posts. You guys, everything. You wouldn't even believe the correlation of even a color scheme, okay? When I post certain things, I have glitter backgrounds on them. It's because I'm trying to correlate that particular type of post with those glitter backgrounds. When I put a certain color or a certain sign on something, or when I watermark things, it's because I am trying to correlate and create a brand for that. It's all in the scheme of things. And I always say this, there's always a method to my madness. And if you don't really understand branding, you have to make it your job in your business to be an expert, okay? You can't just come into this and expect to be an overnight success. You can't expect to know everything. I didn't. It's all learning. You have to really study. If you want to really take this to the top, you have to put the time and effort into it, okay? It's down to the littlest of details. The types of fonts that I use, the glitters, the colors, the verbiage, the way that I say things, even down to the emojis that I use. If you notice, I only use like about 5 or 6 emojis. There's a purpose for that, okay? So really, really sit and dive in. Go on YouTube, get books. There's tons. I could be on Periscope all day going over branding for days. It's that in depth, okay? So really take it upon yourself to really research it. And I promise you, it happens. And this was an example I gave at convention. I have girls all the time, they email me and they go, I want to be a lash doll. And I go, oh, okay. And I'm so excited. Here, let me give you my website. And I give them my website. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, no, I don't want to be a unique presenter. I want to be a lash doll. It's the same thing, but I've created such a brand for my team and the experience for my audience that they think that being a lash doll is different from being a unique presenter. I've hit the holy grail here with branding my team. So you have to really create that, all right? Yes, it's recording. I keep seeing that. It's recording, it's recording, it's recording. Okay, last topic, okay? Ooh, and I'm doing great on time. Awesome. Hindering your business and you don't even know it, okay? What are some things that you're doing to hinder your business and you probably have no idea that you're doing it? When you get off of this Periscope, I want you to go under your About section on Facebook, okay? And I want you to see, you know where you can put in where you work? I can guarantee you that 90% of you on this Periscope broadcast right now, it says that you work at Unique Corporate. You don't work at Unique Corporate. Unless you go in to the corporate office in Utah and you clock in and you work with Melanie and Derek every day face-to-face, you don't work at Unique Corporate, you guys. You know where you work? You know that business page on Facebook that you have set up? That's where you work. That's your place of business. Do you know what you're doing when you're putting in that you work at Unique Corporate? People, they watch, whether you realize it or not. They click your About section. It says, oh, she works here. I'm interested in purchasing that mascara that she keeps posting about. They're going to click on the Unique Corporate page, and guess what? They're going to purchase it straight through corporate. You've just lost a sale. Guess what? Those of you that are wanting to recruit, your recruits are doing the same thing. They're going to the corporate page, and you know what they're doing? They're going to have to search on the presenter's map to find somebody local to them. Now you're losing out on recruits. You do not work at Unique Corporate, and I don't know why people don't know this. You don't work at Unique Corporate. You do not work at Unique Corporate. You do not work at Unique Corporate. You work at where your business page is. That's your place of employment. That's your business, not Unique Corporate. Unless, obviously, you're on here from corporate, and if that's the case, hi, thanks for joining. Then, yes, you do work at Unique Corporate. But 99.9% of us don't work at corporate headquarters, okay? Stop doing that. Stop sending your sales to corporate and your recruits to other people. The other thing is not being consistent. You post maybe like for a week, you're good, you're getting interaction, and then you're like, I don't feel like posting today. So you don't, right? And then you're like, oh goodness, I'm gonna just post like one picture. Boring. You know what that shows? You're unexcited, you're uninterested, you really don't take your business seriously. You don't care if you get your orders, you don't care if you build a team, that this is just fly-by-night type of thing. Consistency is key, and it doesn't mean that you have to be consistent on all social media platforms, okay? My rule of thumb is you stay consistent on your two favorite. I dabble in a lot of them. My two favorite are, three now because of Periscope. Love Periscope. But Facebook and Instagram. And lately, it's been Facebook a lot just because that's where a lot of my new traffic is coming from. So I'm putting more of my eggs in my Facebook basket while I'm still kind of working my Instagram. And it flip-flops often because you get a new set of audience, every week. You have to be consistent. Otherwise, it shows that you really could care less. And I'll be honest with you, you wouldn't want to buy from a company or a rep or a person that's not really interested or their whole heart is in their business. So you don't want to do that, okay? So you're hindering your business by not being consistent. The other thing is, okay, so we already went over negative Nancy and positive Patty. I don't think I need to go over that again. The other thing is caring too much about what people think. This is the #1 business killer. And I will be honest, I was one of these people that I was like, am I annoying my friends and family too much? I don't want to lose my Facebook friends. I think at that point I only had like 250 friends when I first started Unique. Yeah, and then now I have 5,000 and God knows how many that are following me. And I was like, oh God, and I'd see the numbers start going down and I would be like, oh, not going to post anymore. And then I started going, these people aren't even buying from me. What do I care if they leave? They don't care. Go. Bye, Felicia. See you later, honey. Unless they are going to write you a check and send it to you every single month to keep you from not posting, don't care what they think. Let them go. You know what that means? That's opening up more space for people that want to support you in your business, that want to purchase from you, that want to join your team, that want to support you. Let them go, okay? I even put up a post one day. I was so over it because people kept complaining, and I put up a post and I said, if you don't like what I'm posting and you don't want me to post anymore, you can send me a check for my mortgage, my car payment, and all of my bills totaling up to this much, and I will stop posting for you. I didn't receive a check yet, and that was over 2 years ago. So let them go. Bye. You don't need them. If you're annoying them, let them go. Okay? There's going to be 10 other people that are going to want to get on there and see what you're doing. So stop doing that. Stop worrying about what other people are thinking. We are not here to make other people feel great about their Facebook, because you know what? They're probably posting about, you know, those videos from World Star Hip Hop about people fighting each other. I don't want to see that stuff, but you don't see me complaining. I unfollow it. Who cares? Bye-bye. Love ya. Mean it. See you in person, you know? Okay? None of that. Don't worry about that. The other thing is sharing. Hold on. I got a little ahead of myself. Ready? This is my favorite. You're hindering your business if you are not taking pictures of yourself, making videos of yourself, putting your face out there with the products, or putting your face out there with your product that you have, because I know I have people on here that aren't with Unique. You have to stop using consistently other people's pictures and not putting your pictures out there. And what I mean by that is if I go to your Facebook page and I'm scrolling through your news feed and I see 20 different people and I don't know which one you are, one, that's not good branding. Two, you look lazy. Three, you look scared to work your business. Scared money doesn't make money. And four, it's a no-no. It's okay. Like, there's a picture of Adriana going around. She has on the new cream shadow color. Beautiful picture. She does that picture justice, okay? Love it. But if I'm scrolling through your news feed and all I see are pictures of Adriana on your news feed, are you Adriana or are you Mary? Which one are you? Okay? Your audience wants to see you with the product. You've built that relationship with them. They want to see the products on you. They want to see you demoing the products. They want to see your results. They don't want to see mine. They don't want to see Adriana's. They don't want to see Cindy's. They want to see you. You are the face of your business. You encompass it all, okay? You're the face. You're the CEO. You are everything. We are a jack of all trades. And that's why not a lot of people make it through this business, because you don't know how to juggle it all, okay? So they have to see it from you because they know that it's real. You've built that trusting relationship with them. The other thing is, sorry, I'm like giggling at my notes. I wrote on here, don't be a lazy bum. I cracked myself up. Okay. The other thing is if you're, and I understand you can't always post a picture, you can't always post a video, and a lot of times we just have to write things out. Like I said, use the emojis. A trick that I learned from my, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank, from college. It was a class I took, speech, for my speech class, okay? Smile when you're typing, okay? And I know that it sounds silly, but smile when you're typing things out. Here's the thing. If you're not doing a video, people can't hear your tone of voice. They can't hear your excitement. They can't hear your tone, none of that stuff. But if you smile when you're typing, one, you're letting off good endorphins, but two, it comes off when you're typing because you're putting yourself in a happy mood. So you don't just want to put up a post with a simple caption of, buy the product here. First of all, don't put your link in any of your postings. It's salesy. It's bad business etiquette. Don't ever do that. No links in your posts, okay? But smile when you're typing and people will be able to feel that, okay? Be excited. I always say, put your cheerleader voice on when you're typing your verbiage. If you're dull and boring, it's coming off as dull and boring, okay? Put some oomph in it. Put some excitement in it, okay? You wouldn't go, like, for example, let's say you want to buy a pair of shoes, right? and you have one salesperson that you ask them for a pair of shoes, same pair of shoes from both people, right? And the one salesperson's just like, here's your shoes, and they're just sitting there. And you try them on, you're like, oh, I like these. And they're not saying anything. They're just like, yeah, they're great, aren't they? And then the other person is like, girl, you are working those shoes. Look at you, honey. Fierce, work it. She makes you feel great about those shoes. Guess what? You're going to buy those shoes from the girl that's interacting with you and that has her peppy voice on than you are from the person that's just like, do you want to buy those? Don't do that, you guys. Don't do it, okay? Buy from and be the person that you want to buy from. Be the person you would want to join under, okay? No websites. I keep saying no websites. You guys are freaking out. Don't put your website link in your post. If you look at any of the top leaders within the company, we never put our websites in our postings. If people want to order from you, they message you. Then you're creating that customer relationship with them and you get to upsell. You can help them figure out what their issues are, what you can work with. Maybe they don't need what they think that they need. You don't ever want your customers to buy something that they don't need, okay? So you want them to come to you. Without putting your website there, that creates them having to come to you and saying, oh, where can I purchase this, okay? I know, I'm seeing everybody's freaking out here. Don't freak out. Breathe. It's going to be okay, I promise. No links for your websites in your captions, okay? The other thing is the excuse wheel. I like to call this the excuse wheel. So, some of you are probably on here, and many of us know people that are like this. I'm stuck in my business. I can't get people to sign. I can't get people to buy. I'm doing everything that you're saying, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, well, did you do this? Well, yeah, I did it. And then you go and you look and they didn't do it. And then you give them, things that they should be doing, and they don't ever do it. But then they come to you and then they say that their business isn't growing or they're not getting anywhere. It's the excuse wheel. 2 strikes and you're out. I'm going to come to you 2 times and follow up with you and see if you've done what I've told you to do. And I'm a checker. I'm like the teacher. I'm like the investigator. And if you didn't do it, I'm no longer coming to you. 1, time is money. 2, what? So you can continue to make more excuses. Don't make excuses for your business. And that comes with you yourself. So if you're somebody on here and you're going, oh, my business isn't growing and blah, 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 and you haven't done everything that you're supposed to do, and we're all adults, you know what you should be and what you shouldn't be doing, and you know when you're slacking, Come on, guys, get off the excuse wheel. The business isn't just going to hand you over, $1 million salary every month. You got to put the work into it, okay? You got to do it. The other thing is, my favorite is, I've done it. I've done what you've told me to do, Brittany, and it's just not working. You can do the tasks at hand, but are you putting behind it 100% into it? And when I say that, think of yourself at the gym, okay? And you have a personal trainer, and your trainer says, go do 10 squats. And you're doing the squats, right? But you're only doing them halfway. You're not doing them the right way. Your form is not right. Your intensity is not right. You're just doing them to coast by. That's the same thing with your business. If you're just doing the tasks, just, let me just do it, throw a picture up, throw a video up, but you're not putting the intensity behind it and the enthusiasm behind it and giving 100% into it, you're not really completing the tasks. So for those of you that are saying, well, I'm doing everything that my sponsor's saying and I'm doing everything that everybody else is doing and it's just not working for me, you might be that person that's falling under that category of the missing of the intensity, the missing of the enthusiasm, the missing of really putting yourself wholeheartedly into that post. Did you think about your verbiage before you really put it up there, or did you just go, oh, I haven't posted in about 6 hours, let me throw something up, let me slap it up real quick? You have to have the intensity, you have to have the enthusiasm behind the things that you're doing, because I can go and do 50 to 100 squats halfway, and the girl next to me could do 20 of them the correct way, and guess what? she's going to come out looking way better than me, and she's only doing half of the amount of work that I'm doing over here, doing it halfway. Same with your business, okay? And I know that's hard to hear and people don't like tough love, but you got to put the intensity into it, okay? Only a couple more things, okay, guys? Expecting your sponsor to constantly reach out to you. And because you expect that, you don't reach out to her to ask questions or get guidance. For example, I have 121 girls that I've personally enrolled. There's 121 of them, and there's one of me. Now, don't get me wrong. I check in with my girls. I even have a page that's just for my personally enrolled girls. They know how to get in contact with me, all of that stuff. But if you expect your sponsor to constantly come to you and know that you have an issue or that you're having problems or that you're down and you're out and all of that stuff, you have to go to your sponsor. She's not a mind reader, you guys. We're not mind readers. You have to connect with your sponsor. I speak to my sponsor 1,000,000 times a day because I want to. Because I want to ask her a question, because I just want to talk to her about something funny. I reach out to her. I'm purple status. Hello, you have to do that, okay? You have to do that. You can't just expect your sponsor or your uplines to know that you're struggling with something, okay? So please, please, please stop putting that weight on your sponsor's shoulders. They should check in with you, but don't just expect us to come to you at all times. And because you expect that, you're hindering your business because you're too prideful to reach out, okay? So let's not do that. You have to take chances. And when I say take chances, I mean, if you are deathly afraid of doing videos or periscopes or something, you have to do it. Because if you don't, somebody else will. And like I said before, scared money doesn't make money. If you want to make money and you want to grow your business and you want to do this, you have to do things scared. Do it scared. Your heart's going to race. You're going to sweat. Probably feel like you're going to pass out. Do it scared. You have to do it. You have to take chances. Because if you're not willing to do something, there is 20 other people waiting in line to do that task that you were too afraid to do. So don't do that. Then, my favorite, expecting that this is just going to happen really quickly, and because it didn't happen within your first 3 months, you give up. That's it. I am not on the wall of influence. I'm not a millionaire within my business, so I'm going to quit and I'm going to join another business. Don't work that way. You don't walk into your job, your regular 9 to 5 in corporate America, and on the first day go, I want a raise. And then after your 90-day eval, you go, well, I'm here 90 days and I want another raise and I want to be the CEO. And your manager just hands it over to you. It doesn't work like that. It's the same thing. This is a real business. Treat it as such. You got to put in the time. It just isn't handed over to you on a silver platter, major success. You want to make a name for yourself? You got to do the footwork. You want to advance through the rankings? You got to put in the footwork. You can't just expect it to happen. You have to do it. I don't know why people think that it's a get rich quick and everybody's, going to be millionaires overnight within 3 months. It doesn't work. And then lastly, my favorite topic, being somebody that is in multiple direct sales companies. I don't know why people do this. This is the number one thing that hinders your business. If you are in multiple direct sales companies, what are you thinking? Okay? So, and I'm going to give you an example why, because some of you are going, well, I work 3 businesses and I make money of all 3 of them. That's great, but guess what? You have 3 mediocre businesses. You don't have 3 successful, lucrative businesses where you can retire your husband, have college funds. You don't have that, okay? You can't do that. So for example, Sally comes up to you and she's like, I'm interested in your business. And you're like, oh, great. Which one? Huh? And she's like, oh, the unique business. And then you start talking to her, and when she says unique, you're like, oh man, I'm like 1 person short of getting a promotion in my candle business. So I'm going to talk her into getting into my candle business. Sally didn't want to join your candle business. She wanted to join your unique business, but you're trying to place her with candles now. And now she's in a business that she didn't really want to be in, but you were such a good salesperson that you convinced her to sign up into a candle business. And then she realizes she doesn't want to be in the candle business, so then she signs up with Unique with somebody else. And guess what? How do you decide where to place somebody? How do you decide what business opportunity to offer somebody? It doesn't work like that. Ask any of the top income earners within your company. Ask Sherry Brown. If you're in Unique, ask Sherry Brown, how many direct sales businesses has she been in at one time? Amber Voigt. If you're with It Works, Madra Jones. One business. Put your eggs in the one business. How in the world do you keep up with multiple teams, multiple customers, multiple incentives, multiple postings? Listen, I am so busy with my one business. I don't know how some of you are doing it with multiple businesses. And when I see people do this with multiple businesses, all I go is, ay, Dios mío, what are you doing? You're hurting all three of your businesses. Pick one that your heart is in, one that you adore, one that you eat, breathe, and sleep. Okay? When you go to somebody's Facebook page that is in multiple businesses and I see jewelry, makeup, candles, wraps, shakes. First of all, half of that stuff is against compliance in the first place. But second of all, do you want to know what that reminds me of? Have you guys ever seen people in New York like standing on the side of the road with a trench coat and they open up their coat? They're like, I got watches, I got wallets, I got cigars, I got shoes, That's what you look like. That is not good for business. It's not good for business. It is not good for business. I don't know what other way to say it. So don't be the trench coat guy standing on the corner of, in Madison Square Garden trying to sell you multiple things that are knockoffs from China. Okay? Be your brand. Respect it. Hold it up to the highest standards that it is, because I'm sure that whatever company you're with, the products are upscale and you keep it as that. But you're lowering the products by doing that. You're lowering your credibility. I'm not going to sign with somebody that has her head in a million different places. You cannot train me the way that I want to be trained if you're selling candles one second and you're selling makeup the next. So let's not do that. Pick one. Sit, meditate on it, because I know some of you are going, this girl's crazy. I'm going to continue to do all my businesses. You know what? We're all adults and you can do as you please. But mark my words, you're going to say, somewhere down the road, I should have listened to Brittany Kaplan. I should have listened to her when she called me that creepy trench coat guy standing in Madison Square Garden. I promise you. And if you don't believe me, ask other top income earners in the company. Like I said, ask Sherry Brown, ask Amber Voigt, ask Madra Jones over at It Works. They'll tell you one company. Okay? I think that's it, guys. That's it. That's it. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes for questions. Really, really, really quickly, because I didn't expect this to be an hour long, but it is. 2 minutes. So whatever questions come up first, I will answer those. Otherwise, I'm going to, like I said, this is replayed for 24 hours. Don't be trench coat guy. That's going to be the new hashtag. I'm going to try to upload it to YouTube so that you guys can share it if you found this content valuable and great for, to train your teams with, because I know a lot of people didn't get to come on here. So I will work on that. Otherwise, it doesn't look like anybody has any questions. Awesome. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for not hating me for all of these words. But I promise, trust me, I kind of sort of know what I'm doing with this stuff, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.